Ladies and gentlemen, the sun has now found its home in the western sky, and it is Saturday night in Tiger Stadium, home of the LSU Tigers, one of the great venues in college football. Today's matchup, a couple of teams from the state of Louisiana, a battle in the booth, see who gets a leg up. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the UL Monroe Warhawks, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Warhawks will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So LSU's offense takes the field. And here he is, one of the best receivers in the game, and he just commands attention both from the defense and from the fans.
Yeah, he's a guy you got to keep your eye on, and you're going to see him line up all over the field in this game. He can play in the slot, he can play out wide, he can run the entire gamut in the route tree as well. Really nothing this guy can't do.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Scanning the field, it's Prince. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's a defense that prides themselves on taking the football away. They believe they could impact this game with turnovers, and they get an interception on the opening drive. Wasn't a big return, but that doesn't matter. They stole a possession, and that is huge for their confidence.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pass rush coming back from the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front 7 and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got his man. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute and put themselves in.
He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He will score. Touchdown LSU. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. What a return that one was. 95 yards. He took it back for 6. They're just about to boot it away, full of energy after housing that last kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Wants to throw on second down. Finds his tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Warhawks want to pick up the tempo. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Off the play fake. Steps away. Keeps it and gets past the chains. He scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Warhawks are on the move. Wants to throw on first down. Steps away to find some room. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Warhawks come to the line with a new set of downs.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I've got to be physical.
Pushes toward the goal line. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here.
And I get that by blowing this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Power ahead. He's stuffed, knocked down behind the line of scrimmage on 4th and goal, and they'll have it at the 3.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
I love the quick decision the QB made there in that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good.
Oh, look out! The 40, past the 20, inside the 10. Touchdown, Tigers! And once he got loose, it was all over. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job on the offensive coordinator. This offense getting a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop-to-back return at the 22. First down here for the offense. He wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16. here. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Catch in the middle. It's Acho. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Dances away from the heat. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a fourth down. The Warhawks will line up to punt it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's when they'll put it in play. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Caught behind the line. It's Banks. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And to have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. They want to just keep throwing it. Working the middle. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. A big gain there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Will Monroe has it back in the offense, ready. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. On second down, they'll take to the air. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Dialing up a second down pass play. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. And the Warhawks will punt it away on 4th down.
That's why that guy plays DB and not wide receiver. DBs generally don't have as good of hands as wide receivers. That ball should have been picked off on 3rd down. Come on, man. That could have been a pick 6.
Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Quickly complete. And oh, did they know that one was coming? They'll knock him down in the backfield.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. That's caught. It's Banks. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
He's showing you his skills on that last throw. This guy's got arm talent and accuracy, man. And some of it, it's not coachable. And I think back to Jamarcus Russell and Joe Burrow, 2 former Tiger quarterbacks that were the first overall pick in the NFL draft. They had some of that too. They just had a feel for the position that you simply couldn't coach at the college level. This guy, man, he's got some serious tools, and he really helps make this offense dangerous.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. He's got it. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. The Warhawks getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. It's complete to the left. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. It's complete on the right side. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quick strike complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. He's looking to throw it. Fires on the move. Makes a connection. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. They've already already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Looking to throw on second down. He makes the connection. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They're throwing for it on fourth down. He'll take a shot. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there in Death Valley than you? A captivating game so far. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in Baton Rouge.
LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And the Warhawks decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll go to the ground. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here, and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Third and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. To the air, it's Prince. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Grab behind the line, it's Hatchett. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. A first down run in the red zone. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stop the run. Quarterback sneak trying to get a push. Touchdown, Bayou Bengal. And the stomping has commenced.
And And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game one going exactly how they scripted.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Bowman.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
On second down, he'll fire. Swings it out to his running back. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Warhawks will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. He's got his man. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep him away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations.
Sends it downfield. He's got it. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. They keep attacking through the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Touchdown LSU! And the pummeling has started.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
He'll start the return inside his 5. You're not getting him on the ground, still on his feet. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
We just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Got his man. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. And the Warhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Line getting set on second down.
3:25.
It'll be a draw. And he delivers the blow, and he's still running.
Great job by the quarterback, the running back, and the offensive line, really selling pass. That's step one. If you're going to run an effective draw, it's got to look like pass, and then boom, you sneak it right to the running back, gets a big gain, and gets a first down.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. The Warhawks are moving quickly down the field. Looking to go up top on first down. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he's looking downfield. Back open in the middle. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Here on second and short. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. And the Warhawks trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After losing yardage on first down, second and goal from the 10.
Let's go. Check.
Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense makes the tackle, but not before he gets down to the 2.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Right on target the first time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll throw it on first down. Lost one deep down the right side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown LSU. And the punishment has been extended.
And the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
He's going to pass on second down. And it's intercepted. A turnover from the defense. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some...
And it's picked off. Takes it the other way. Just keeps moving. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT. That
touchdown, Tiger! And the beatdown has ensued.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, return to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Just a short pass to the tight end. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Floats it out in space. Gets away from one, finds room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Phenomenal play call by the offensive coordinator. You're calling screen passes to take advantage of a good pass rush, and that's exactly what happened. The offensive linemen, they just let those defensive ends run up the field. Quarterback did a perfect job holding on to the ball to the last possible second, getting it out to his running back. And, man, that running back had a convoy out ahead of him.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. The sure hands, it's Moncrief. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They're trying to get to him. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the third time. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. Kick is good. And the offense has 3 points to show for the drive. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much this coaching staff can be happy.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over. Don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's going to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. He definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. If you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.